Hello everyone, I'm Elsa and today I'm doing a book review on Snow Like Ashes by Sara Raasch. Just to let you know, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to honestly share my opinions of this book. I really liked it. I read this a couple months back and I still can't get it out of my head. It's such a compelling read and I just really wanted to film a review for you guys. I haven't seen it much around on BookTube and I think it needs the hype. I really enjoyed this book. It came out last year and the next book is coming out in October. This story follows a young girl named Mira who comes from the once known Winter Kingdom. All the other citizens have been enslaved and placed into slave camps, but she is one of the few that lives with a refugee group that escaped. Their one mission is to regain Winter's conduit and to restore Winter's kingdom. I really loved this story. It was amazing. It blew my mind as I was reading it. I fell in love with the characters. You have Mira, who is headstrong, stubborn, but yet she's loyal and she's driven and only wants to help this refugee group and wants to be a part of something bigger. She has a good friend in this rebel group called Mather, who is the Prince of Winter, and she is training to hopefully be one of his personal guard one day and to prove her worth. In this rebel group there is a leader called Sir, and Sir has almost been like a father figure in a distant sense of a father figure. In the beginning you see her struggle to find her place within this group. Even though she's been with them all this time, she still feels that she has more to give. She doesn't want to be kept out of things. She wants to show her worth and prove herself that she can be useful to them. In the beginning you see her struggling with that, and although she becomes useful to them at some point, it's not what she had in mind. And you just see her grow. She discovers more of herself and more about everybody else and the people that she has known her whole life. She has grown so much. Instead of the girl who wanted to prove herself, she is now the one that everybody is kind of relying on and drawing from her strength. I was so excited going into this because I had heard that there was some really good things about it, but I didn't want to hear any big details of it, so I didn't know much about the story when I was going to read it. I knew it was a fantasy, didn't expect what it came out to be, and it just made it that much more thrilling. I was so excited while reading it. It had so much action and the adventures that happened in it, and then the romance that came and became and evolved in it amongst some certain characters was quite interesting. The numerous courts and just the way the world was built was just beautiful. Although it was sectioned off between the rhythm kingdoms and the season kingdoms, they still had issues between each other, but they still united when it was most needed. I was just so absorbed into the story, I just couldn't put it down. I didn't want to put it down at some points. I just read for hours on end. I finally got towards the end of it and it was just drama and action and it was just full-on craziness that was happening at the end. I just couldn't put it down and I found myself reading this thing until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Time just flew right by and I was just completely hooked. I just couldn't go to sleep until I knew what happened. And when that happens, I just know it's a good book, and it's a book that is obviously going to be one of my favorites. I just couldn't put it down. I just loved it so much. It gave me the feeling of reading Throne of Glass all over again. Just that excitement and just that everything that happened. It's just like I couldn't put it down after the end of one chapter. I had to read on. I couldn't leave it. I needed to know what happened in the next part. And I found myself reading chapter after chapter before I realized what the time was. It was crazy. And it's exactly what happened to me when I read Throne of Glass. I just couldn't put it down and I just kept thinking about it and I needed to know what happened next. It had the same ambivalences as Throne of Glass, but don't get me wrong, it is nothing like Throne of Glass. There is no true comparison to it. I can't say that they are exactly the same or anything because they're not. They're completely different stories. They are both fantasy and both have their own worlds and kingdoms and magic as well, but they are completely different stories. So I'm not comparing them at all. I'm just saying that the feeling I got when reading this book got me, it was just like back when I first read Throne of Glass. It was that kind of excitement and that kind of captivating feeling that I just had to push on until I could finally finish this book. And I'm so happy I did. It's one of my favorite reads that I read this year. and I can't wait for the next book that comes out. It's called Ice Like Fire, and the cover looks gorgeous. Like, can we just take a moment just to admire this cover? It is just so pretty. It's got like her weapon of choice, the chakram, is in the middle here, and then on the side you have the season of winter and the season of spring, and it just looks so cool. And then if you see Ice Like Fire's cover, I think it has autumn, winter, and spring as well. I think it has 3 little views within the chakram, and it's just so pretty. The covers are stunning. And I don't know if this book is going to be a trilogy or if it's 2 books. I think it is going to be a trilogy. I don't think there's going to be more. I'm not quite sure. All I know is that there's a 2nd book, and that book is coming out on the 13th of October this year. So if you're interested, you should pick up this series. It's really good. It will surprise you, I think, and I don't know why I didn't hear more about it before, and I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner. But I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I read it, and I'm really looking forward to Ice Like Fire. So pick up Snow Like Ashes. Let me know what you guys think. I want to know your opinions if you've read this as well. Or I hope that hearing my little review has made you want to pick it up, and I want to hear your thoughts, what you think of it. If you had similar opinions and thoughts to what I had, and feelings that I had, because I was so excited. It was so unexpected, and I completely loved it. I love the characters, I love the world, and the feeling of excitement it gave me. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my short little review. I tried to do as less spoilers as I could, but obviously I still wanted to explain my thoughts and opinions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!